winch! Oh, look at that, would you believe it?
Heave up on the winch, my granny could bring that lot in by hand.
Cut the cackle, get that net in board.
Oh, Ron, I asked you.
Get on with it!
Let's go, put her on.
There's no more than 2 or 3 baskets there.
Then we'll go somewhere else. Norman, bring her around, we'll go east.
Right, Skip.
The fleet's to the south.
So?
They're on the fish.
We'll go to the Jallan Bank.
Jallan Bank? There's been out there for 6 weeks.
Jallan's always pulled me out.
That's what you said about this place. Look at that catch. We could catch more by the wall back home.
That's enough out of you. You mind your own business.
It is my business, Charlie. You've been chasing ghosts for the past 4 trips. Word's getting about. The vigilance couldn't catch a cold.
You watch your tongue, Ron Walker.
It's too late for that. If you get the peddler, I get it. Then they won't just say Charlie Briggs is past it. They'll say his mate must be useless too.
Past it? I've caught more fish than you'll ever see.
Keep getting catches like that, you could be right.
I know what I'm bloody doing.
I hope you can convince the office. You're due to report in half an hour.
Let me own the boat. But I'm the skipper.
Yeah. But for how long?
Course, Norman.
Due east, Skip.
All right. Make it 085. For the Jallan Bank.
And that's where the bulk of the trawlers are.
Yes, the British ones anyway. Just off here, reporting good catches too.
Inside the Arctic Circle. Bah. Willie West's time.
Well, you wait. Our second patrol area is just off Bear Island, and that's polar bears.
So you want to come starboard to about 035?
That's right, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Bob. Well, how are the ship's company taking to fishery protection? I enjoyed it last time.
Well, morale went up with the fish flag as usual, sir. But any ardor they might have will doubtless cool with the weather.
Oh, something different. How's the doctor settling in?
Oh, I don't like having a doctor on board, I'm afraid.
Well, he seems pleasant enough.
Oh, he is. But you should see both watches in the morning. I get about 2 sailors and all the rest in an endless sick bay queue with mysterious aches and pains.
A.B. Hughes.
Hughes, sir, yeah.
Iron tablets. 3 a day for 2 weeks.
Right, sir.
Oh, that's 17 patients in one morning. I joined the Navy to get away from that kind of pace.
Oh, let's settle down, sir.
I'm putting it about that you prescribe laxatives for everything.
Oh, well, perhaps we'll get some real trade in the fishing grounds.
Oh, yes, we will, sir. Yeah, last time out, we did an appendectomy in the Denmark Strait in a force-8 gale.
Ooh, I could do without that.
Yeah, patient was a deckhand from a German trawler. Weighed a ton. Took 5 of us to get him on the wardroom table.
Yeah, talking of the wardroom table, I'm hungry.
Oh, sir, I wouldn't rush if I were you.
Huh?
Bound to be fish.
Maybe if we all signed a petition.
You can't petition to get rid of a skipper. Ron should go and talk to the office as soon as we get back. I mean, he is the mate.
As soon as we get back. We should be thinking about what we can do now. Otherwise, we'll go home broke again.
You're not married, Joe. We've got the tallyman to pay 5 weeks' worth.
Well, Ron should take over. Now.
Well, how could he do that?
If we back him.
Well, something's got to be done. Charlie's over the hill.
Is that enough of that? Get on deck, all of you.
On deck.
Get the gear over the side.
We're 4 hours away yet. At least we must be.
4 hours from where?
With the rest of the fleet. I mean, the officer ordered us. I was on the bridge when the message came in.
Charlie changed his mind. It's the Jallan Bank. We're almost...
Oh, well, he can stuff the Jallan Bank, because I'm not moving.
Neither am I.
Don't be daft.
Oh, it can't go on, Ron, and you know it.
What?
But even if we joined the fleet, get rid of the fish, we'd be out of fuel before we get the holds half full.
Because we've wasted half this trip wondering about the flaming ocean.
The mad skipper.
That's enough.
Oh, come on, Ron, look at him. He won't believe the echo sounder, he won't believe you, he won't even listen to the office.
All the other ships are doing well, and we're on the bread line.
Something's got to be done.
For instance.
You take over.
Harry, that's something you don't even talk about.
Well, why shouldn't I?
Because it's called incitement to mutiny.
Oh, mutiny.
It isn't mutiny if the skipper's incapable.
Or mad or drunk.
Or all three, which he is most of the time.
We've got our wives and families to think
It won't
about.
help your wives and families if you all end up in jail.
We won't if we stick together.
I give an order! Get on deck!
They're just going.
We're not.
You are.
That's true. You're talking about mutiny.
No, Charlie, it's nothing.
Skipper Brickfield, Walker. And you're ringleader.
Going on deck, all right.
You're damn right you are. You wouldn't be first crew I've tamed.
Yeah, but you were sober in them days.
Yo, little...
All right, Charlie. You go and get your head down. I'll fish the bank for you.
But last day, you were giving orders. Now I got hold him, Rabbit!
Get hold him, Charlie!
By the way, there's a movie in the wardroom after dinner. Will you stay for it?
Love to. What is it?
Oh, horror movie? Dracula bites the dust or something.
And we'll find out if the doctor can stand the sight of blood.
Yes, Bob.
So we picked up a signal from the British trawler Vigilance. Mutiny on board. Mutiny.
Any position?
Yes, sir. 68 degrees north, 6.5 degrees east.
6.5?
Yeah, and the signalman said the Morse was pretty basic, not a trained operator.
It wouldn't be the skipper either, not expressing a position like that.
No, well, we won't ask the Vigilance anything. Could put the sender at risk. Right, Bob. The Mod Navy, coming to CNC Fleet and Fosney, immediate. Signal received. Purportedly from British trawler Vigilance, reporting mutiny on board. Indications are that signal was not transmitted by skipper or by trained operator. Position given as 68 degrees north, 6 degrees 30 east. Proceeding best speed to investigate.
Got it.
Add, request known details Vigilance.
Yes, sir.
Got an ETA for that position?
Oh, yes, sir. 0430 tomorrow morning, sunrise is 0400.
Good, we can get the Wasp airborne to find her.
Right, tell the flight commander. Right, Bob, get us on our way.
Right, sir.
Yeah, had I better detail a boarding party tonight?
Yes, officer +1 +6.
Armed?
Well, I'll decide that when we've had a look at her, but you'd better lead the party.
I was afraid you might say that.
And, I'd like to dine with you, Derek, but I think I'd better give Dracula a miss. There could be enough excitement for me in the morning.
Just as long as there isn't any blood.
Oh, and, talking of blood, I hope you're not going to dish up that awful claret again we had last time.
Sound like Captain F, sir?
What?
Nothing at all, sir. Ah, Sheriff.
Yes, sir.
I'm collecting a heavy mob for a boarding party. You're a volunteer.
Right, sir.
Flight take 0430.
4:30, sir.
Yes, Fuller. Breakfast, not tea.
Where are we going, sir?
Oh, a social call, friendly neighborhood trawler.
Oh, 4:30.
Go away, Fuller. Flight take 0430.
We won't be there for a few hours yet, okay? I better get back to the bridge.
Yeah, I think I'll get my head down.
Ron,
we're in trouble.
What is it?
A message from the office through the rota ship. Navy reports receipt of signal stating mutiny aboard Vigilance. Clarify urgently.
That'll be Norman. Norman King. Lock him up for the night.
Right.
But we've got to answer it.
I know. All right, send this.
Just a minute.
Understand certain ships in this area.
Yes, sir.
Ah, Derek, didn't drag you out of the movie, did I?
No, it's over. He didn't win.
Who didn't?
Dracula.
Oh, no, never does, poor fellow. Signal from Maud. The skipper of the Vigilance is Charles Edward Briggs. The ship belongs to the Vesper Trawler Company. Well-known, long-established company, no history of crew problems.
Until now.
Yes. Yes, Bob.
Another signal from the Vigilance, sir. Understand certain ships in this area have picked up signal claiming mutiny on board. Not understood. No mutiny in this ship. Assume a hoax. Skipper Briggs.
And the standard of procedure this time?
Trained operator, sir.
We'll go on, Bob, and we'll board. Have words with Skipper Briggs.
Right.
And the boarding party needn't be armed. You've selected men who can take care of themselves.
Oh, yes. And I've also briefed the flight commander for a sea search at dawn.
Right. Good night, sir.
Right, sir.
Good night.
Good night.
Bob. Come in a minute. Sit down. You have any experience of mutiny?
The Cane and the Bounty.
Yeah, and Spithead.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's unlikely, isn't it? I mean, in a British trawler.
Are you worried?
No, just thinking ahead. What do you do if they oppose the boarding?
But they won't.
No, I know they won't, but if they do. And all they've got to do is to stand on the gunwale and give you a face full of sea boot as you climb out of the whaler.
Or an axe in the skull.
Thank you.
It probably is a hoax.
Yep. But if it isn't, that's Skipper's.
Well, you'll probably find him in his cabin with a couple of ball bearings in his hand.
I better hit my pit.
Well, don't forget to mention me in your prayers.
I damn good mind to take you with me.
No way.
Do you know if there's a form of words they've done anywhere?
What for?
You know, by the powers invested in me as a
You
British
don't want to bother
fisher.
with all that rubbish. You just stand on the forecastle of that trawler and you say, there's something fishy here.
Get out. Mutiny.
God, look at that! Now we're really fishing! Oh, horrific!
Flopbridge, range of the skunk at 031.
032, sir. 23 miles, near stationary.
Roger. I reckon that's her, sir. Only contact forward of the beam.
The Wasp has the bearing?
Affirmative, sir.
Are we on the trawler net?
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, as soon as the Wasp has woken her up, we'll say good morning.
Was she trawling okay? You're a clever lad, Ron. Another catch like the last one, we'll all be laughing.
We've just been right for once.
Yeah. Hey, that's a Navy chopper. What's he trying to do? Come in board for breakfast?
No, he's reading our name. Been looking for us.
Papa Bravo 71. Papa Bravo, go. 71, contact confirmed vigilance. I say again, confirmed vigilance.
Well, what do we do now?
Just that natural. And hope.
Run, there's a ship coming up fast from southwest.
That's it then. The frigate.
Damn Norman King, we ought to put him over the side.
Ron, it's a frigate calling us on radio. HMS Hero.
Ignore them. No. Joe, tell Stan to chat them up. Good morning, nice day, all's well, that sort of thing. We got to con them, we got to, if they board us and ask for Charlie.
There she is.
I better check down below. Make sure everyone plays it as normal. We're fishing, everything's fine.
Chap.
Oh, my God. What are you doing?
I was just...
Keep away from that door.
What have you done to
Shut
Charlie?
up. Never mind about Charlie. You stay away from here or I'll break your neck.
Shut
up! Stan, keep Norman down here and out of sight. And do it right this time.
Pleasure.
You won't get away with it.
And if you have to, gag him!
I'll see you in...
Norman got out.
Huh?
Stan's locking him up properly this time.
Well,
All right, on deck, everybody. The frigate will be alongside any minute.
supposing they try to board us. Can we refuse them?
No, we can't stall them forever.
Well, then we've had it.
Maybe. But you stay calm. Let me do the talking.
Ron, we've just got a message from Hero. She's telling us to stop and receive a boarding party.
Told you.
Tell them we're fishing.
Well, I did, but they request we haul the nets as soon as convenient.
All right. I'll tell the lads to heave up. You tell Hero we'll be pleased to receive a boarding party.
Okay.
And sound cheerful! Come on, young George.
Right.
This is it, then?
This is it. I'll be on the bridge.
Morning, sir.
Morning. Let's get her on the bridge.
Yeah, this way, sir.
Well, come with me. Let's just stay here.
Looks a bit small to be this far north, sir.
Safe enough. The skipper knows his stuff.
First lieutenant and leading regulator going on the bridge now, sir.
So far, so good.
This is Mr. Walker.
Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Walker. My name's Beaumont. I'm First Lieutenant Hero.
Oh, nice to have the Navy in these parts. You'll take some fish from us. Joe, put a box of cod in the commander's boat.
Right, Mr. Walker. So, skipper about?
Yes, he's in his cabin. He's been on the bridge all night.
It's a pity I'm going to have to wake him.
Oh. There's something wrong?
Well, there was that extraordinary message last night.
Oh, that. We heard about that from the owners. It must have been a hoax. The skipper cancelled it, as you know.
Someone cancelled it.
We're not mutineers.
Sorry, I must hear that from Skipper Briggs.
Truth is, he's been on the bottle. I doubt if you'll wake him.
Oh, we'll try.
He won't make any sense.
We'll still try.
Look, what happened? He got punchy last night with the booze. I had to shut him up for his own safety and the crew's.
You reported that to your owners?
No. He'll be all right when he's sobered up.
So, you relieved him of command? Forcibly?
I know what you're thinking.
Let's get below, Mr. Walker. Now.
Harry, stay here. Don't forget there's a boat alongside. This way, Commander. God knows what state he's in. He's bolted it from the inside.
Then call him.
Charlie. Charlie, it's me, Ron. Charlie, can you hear me?
Just keep away from me, Walker.
Come on now, Charlie.
I'll come out when I'm ready.
You must come out now. There's a...
You're giving orders again, are you?
You don't understand. There's a Navy...
Keep clear of the door.
You didn't see that gun? I didn't know. He's gone mad.
You're another one, Walker.
Skipper Briggs! This is Lieutenant Commander Beaumont. Fishery Protection Frigate, HMS Hero. I'm ordering you to come out and surrender your gun.
Go away. This is private.
Not anymore, Skipper. Open up.
Clear off.
Open up or we break in.
Like hell.
Who's happening?
Charlie's got a gun.
I'm going to call my captain. In the meantime, Walker, get your crew together where I can talk to them. Which is the quickest way on deck? Fuller, stay here, but please stay out of the line of fire.
Don't worry about that, sir.
Hero 1.
Yes, Derek.
There's no situation here, sir.
It may be mutiny, but the mate claims he locked the skipper in his cabin for safety, and he may be right. The skipper's got a gun.
And he's trigger happy.
Have you talked to him? Does he know the Navy's here?
He knows, but he's either mad or roaring drunk.
Have you established what happened last night?
Negative, sir. I'm just about to do that now. Let me make the position quite clear to you all. Mutiny at sea is an extremely serious offense. It occurs when two or more people act together to overthrow the lawful command. From what I can gather, a number of you so acted last night. Skipper Briggs was locked in his cabin and Mr. Walker took command. But with your knowledge and connivance. Now that's mutiny, unless there are other factors.
He attacked us with a crowbar.
Shut up, Joe.
Well,
I told you. He was drunk and a bit violent. It would have blown over. None of us wants to get him into trouble.
One of you wanted to bring in help. Who sent the signal? Come on, who sent it?
Tell him, Ron.
Norman King.
Norman King, is he here? You sent the message.
Guys,
Why?
I thought maybe they'd kill him.
Oh, come on. You Skipper Briggs' friend?
I've sailed with him for years, sir.
All right. We'll see if he'll listen to you. Mr. Walker?
Right, stay here, lads.
Not a sound, sir, but I've worked out where to hit the door to open it.
Right. We try the soft approach first. Call him. Stay away from the door.
Charlie, this is no. Can you hear me? Charlie, are you all right? Don't shoot, Charlie, it's me!
Let me have a look. Open it.
What is it, sir?
I haven't a clue. Get him on the bunk. Up. Steady. Fuller.
Sir.
Call the ship. Tell them to put a stretcher in the boat and take charge of that gun.
Right, sir.
Charlie. Charlie. He's unconscious.
Yeah, I'm hardly surprised. Fortunately, we're carrying a doctor.
Look, I've got to report to my owners.
Yes.
Well, what do I tell them?
Well, for the time being, you can tell them that HMS Hero is standing by to render medical assistance.
And the,
Mutiny? Oh, we'll see what Skipper Briggs has to say about that, when he can. What are these? Do you know?
But technically, it could be mutiny.
Yes, but I think the crew were genuinely trying to protect Briggs until this fellow Norman King took it out of their hands.
What's he like, King?
Well, he's older than the rest. Not got much between the ears. It's strange, really, because the rest of them seem very switched on.
Yes, they're all professional, real senior. I'd back a trawler skipper through almost anything.
I told Walker to report to his owners only that we are standing by to give medical assistance.
Good. But we've got to get to the bottom of it.
Right, I'll go back there again.
Two things I must know. Firstly, was it mutiny in the name of protective custody, or did they have no choice with Briggs? And secondly, is Briggs ill, mentally or physically?
Right.
Oh, and I want to see the mate, Walker, if he's willing to leave the ship. And send the master at arms to me.
All right, sir.
In a way, I'm glad to see him. Felt neglected this morning.
What, no patience? No, there never are. Not when there's a spot of action. We're just the comic relief when all else fails.
The BMA would...
Hello, Skipper.
I'm Surgeon Lieutenant Newcomb, the ship's doctor.
I don't remember. Yes, I do.
Take it easy, Skipper. No rush to go anywhere.
It were blowing force 10, it were.
Oh, it must have been hairy, I bet.
Aye, ice all over the ship.
So what did the skipper do then?
He got the lads really going with hot water hose and axes. Ice didn't stand a chance.
What a man, eh?
Aye. Great man, Charlie Briggs.
Yeah, but the others don't think so.
They don't know him like I do.
Eh?
They don't know he's been in terrible pain for weeks now.
Has he?
Aye, it's a secret. Charlie doesn't want it to know. He didn't even tell me.
No, but you guessed.
Oh, well, there were all these bismuth tablets. Look. Bottles of them everywhere. They were obvious, weren't it?
What?
I knew right away. Ulcer. Got to be an ulcer.
Yeah.
He was in a terrible state. He'd have been no use on the bridge, so we just pushed him into his cabin and locked the door.
Apart from your professional differences, what's your opinion of Skipper Briggs as a man?
He's the finest man I know. And the best skipper.
How can you say that? The argument was about his incompetence.
Yeah, but he's changed. For some reason, he's going through a bad patch.
When did he change?
Difficult to say. About 3 months ago. Just after he'd come back from a week's holiday. He just seemed to go to pieces.
How?
Became unsure, erratic. One day he'd be all right. The next he'd refuse to believe the equipment. And he started drinking at sea, and he used to be totally against that.
What else?
He lost his nose for the fish. He began taking us to old banks that had done well for him in the past, but no, we had to fish them. You know, when we knew there were no fish there.
And the catches dropped. Did the owners talk to him?
No, they sent for me.
You?
Charlie's a bit of a legend back home. The owners are decent blokes, brothers. But they didn't want to embarrass Charlie.
What did you tell them?
He's having a run of bad luck. Don't know if they believe me. Everyone else is doing so well at the moment. That's why the crew got fed up.
All except Norman King.
Old Norman, he's all right. He's been with Charlie for years. He's not too bright, but he's bright enough to know that he needs Charlie. No one else would keep Norman at sea.
Finished?
Not yet.
Oh, I want to get back to my boat.
I'm sure you want to get back to health, too.
I'm fit enough to see justice done. There's not wrong with me.
And now, Captain, let's strike a bargain. I won't tell you about fish. You don't tell me about medicine.
But my body's my affair, not yours.
Well, unfortunately, it's been made my affair.
Well, I'm on it. I'm going back to my boat.
Milner, ring the communications office, will you? Ask them to send a message to the Vesper Trawler Company.
Certainly, sir.
You won't object if we tell your owners that you refuse all medical assistance?
Hang on. All right, carry on, but hurry it up, will you? I want to find out what's happening to my boat.
Sit over here.
Huh?
Now then, you've been getting pains in the stomach.
Who says?
Bismuth tablets.
And where did you get that?
Fell out of your pocket. And our first lieutenant found a load of empty bottles in your cabin. You must be practically living on bismuth.
Indigestion.
A doctor's diagnosis?
Oh, I don't need a doctor to tell me that.
Have you lost any weight lately?
A bit, maybe.
How much is a bit?
Half a stone, something like that.
I see. Then you're taken to wearing someone else's trousers.
You're all right. Maybe a stone.
Or more.
Maybe. Who cares?
I do.
Well, I don't. You see, what I care about is seeing that gang on my boat gets sorted out. So get a move on, will you?
Of course. How long have you been losing weight?
Oh, I've no idea.
Well, a month? 2? 3?
About 3. Oh, Luke, I'm not daft. It's a stomach ulcer, right? So I'll get it treated when I get back. Now, can I go?
Sir. Yes? Would you come and look at this? Excuse me. It's his blood sample, sir. I mean, he definitely has got a raised ESR. Yes.
Well, if you two have quite finished, I'll be on my way.
Sit down, please.
I want to see your captain.
In a moment. Sit down.
Now, what are you playing at?
What's your objection?
Nothing. I've just about had enough, that's all.
I'm looking for a lymph node gland, Skipper. Do you recognize this kind of examination?
What?
Has another doctor done the same thing to you recently?
Just get on with it, will you?
Thank you. But I don't think it is an ulcer, sir.
Oh?
I believe it is something far more serious. I think the Briggs has a carcinoma of the stomach.
Cancer? Are you sure?
Well, I can't be sure without hospital tests, sir, but it's a pretty good guess.
Very rapid weight loss, irrational behavior, an enlarged lymph node gland, and of course the pain in the stomach.
What, treatment should he be having?
Well, there is no treatment, sir. It's terminal.
How long will he have?
Well, without knowing the advance of it, anything from 1 month to 3, no longer.
But you could be wrong. It might not be a carcinoma.
I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, come in, Master.
Actually, sir, the doctor may be interested.
Yes?
This bloke called Norman King, sir. Now, he seems to know the skipper better than the rest. He tells me that Briggs has been in constant pain for weeks now, and he feels sure that this is due to a stomach ulcer.
Do the crew know about this, Master?
No, sir. King found it by accident and kept it to himself.
Yes. Yes, Derek.
Are we finished over there now, sir?
And our mutiny?
Well, I'm pretty sure their action was preventative, not really criminal. In many ways, Briggs is damn lucky to have such a fair-minded crew.
Very fair-minded, sir. They're very sorry and all a bit ashamed that they didn't handle it better.
In fact, they want Briggs back as their skipper.
Well, I'm not sure that's going to be possible.
Anything unusual? No, not yet.
Takes a long time to fix an ulcer. Months.
You should have told us.
Why? And you'd have listened.
We would have.
No, you wouldn't. Thought of telling you. Could never get a word in edgeways. He was always moaning about money, all of you.
What do you reckon, Ron?
Eh? How about if we wrote a letter or all signed it? That's your answer to everything, isn't it? If in doubt, sign a petition.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
No, it's too much like pity. Charlie wouldn't want that. That big net ready, Stan?
Yeah, it's done.
When Charlie comes back, we might need that. We've still got some fuel. We might be back in business.
If you'd like to wait here, I'll see if the captain's steward's about.
No.
Just a minute, you can't go in there. I'm sorry, sir.
All right, Milner. Close the door, would you?
What's happening to my boat?
Take a seat.
I said, what's happening to my boat?
Nothing.
Haven't you arrested her?
Should I have done?
Oh, damn right you should. I want them done for mutiny.
Do you?
Oh, yes. I've been lying down there in your sick bay, working it out.
Oh.
You've been sending signals.
Yes.
So my company knows. Well, you found me locked in my cabin. That's mutiny.
Or protective custody.
Right, and I don't want that on my record.
Oh, I see. Hang your crew and save your own neck.
They asked for it.
Sit down, Skipper Briggs.
Are you going to help me?
Sit down. Would you like a drink?
Scott. Thanks.
Now, your company knows only that HMS Hero is standing by you to give medical aid.
I don't believe you.
Then you better start believing me. The same message went from your ship to your owners and from me to the Ministry of Defense.
But you'll make out a full report on the whole thing.
Eventually, yes, but in a classified letter, which your owners will never see.
No. No, they took my boat from me.
Temporarily, and for your own good.
No, I'll be judge of that.
In my opinion, you'd be...
Look, I don't give a damn for your opinion. If I make a formal complaint, then you've got to help.
Interesting to see which court case came up first.
What?
The one against your crew or the one against you?
What against me?
Using a firearm with intent to endanger life, assault on your crew, drunk at sea, refusing the lawful command of a British sea fisheries officer?
I was provoked.
And you think your crew weren't? Skipper Briggs, you have a fine crew. You should be grateful to them. And you should be grateful to my first lieutenant that he was thorough and painstaking. Could have given up at the first hint of trouble and branded you as a drunken madman with a gun. Your mate covered for you, your crew covered for you, and we've covered for you. You want to blow the lid off that?
No. No. I'm sorry. I've not been feeling too well lately.
I'm aware of that. I did wonder why you were still at sea.
That's my job. That's all I've got.
And what about your life?
He's no fool, your young doctor, is he?
No, he's not.
Cost me 70 quid to find out in Harley Street. Could have had it done for naught at Norwegian Sea.
Well, Newcomb wasn't sure.
I am. Should have been over now, if the sums were right.
I'm very sorry.
Aye. Well, there it is.
Another drink.
Make it a big one, eh? Can't do any harm now. You're not going to have one?
Yes, I will. You must have been at sea quite a while.
Oh, St. Patrick's Day, 1934. My first trip. A lad of 15. You know, I'd never been out of town in my whole life. And suddenly there was this vast new world. It was fresh, clean, free. Rolling on for miles and miles and miles. I loved it, you know. It was love at first sight. It was hard, too. On big steam trawlers, battering their way up to Bear Island. Oh, fine in summer. Long evenings, good fishing. But in winter, I've seen men lose their fingers in a winch and not know they were gone. That night I was swept overboard. 19. Oh well. A damn sight older when a wave washed me back. Then war. Oh, take no bit Navy then. King's regulations, escort duties. Fokker Wolf 190 shot Billy Rose clean off forecastle, not a yard from me. They're good men. Good men. It were only after the war I made up my mind to be a skipper. And it took me 15 years. I felt so big, I went out and bought myself a motor car. I couldn't drive. But it sat outside the house. Everybody knew that was Skipper Briggs's car. Got hit. Be a milk float. You know, some years I earned more money than Prime Minister. I remember thinking it's not right, but it was bloody marvellous all the same. Any road. I never could stop at home. I had to be on my bridge. I used to tell myself, Charlie, you go on forever. I had a fancy notion about dying on my bridge, but I think I've been cheated. Looks as if I'll make it back home.
If I could persuade you to stay in Hero, let Newcomb look after you.
Well, for an extra day or two, maybe even a week. Let me finish my trip. The whole trip. Oh, I'm saying my goodbyes.
Yes.
Anyway, I'll be coming back. I've left it in my will to be buried up here. To that bitch out there.
Your ship?
No. The sea. My mistress. Our mistress, fickle bitch.
The sea. I'll order a boat for you. Bridge, Captain.
Navigating officer, sir.
Pilot, call away the whaler's crew for transfer to the vigilance of her captain.
Roger, sir.
Doctor's had a word with the mate, Walker.
Yes, sir. Just that Biggs is quite ill and given him drugs for emergency use.
You'll be all right now.
Fuel state, Ron.
Enough for 3 days before we start home.
We better get on with it then.
Right, skipper. Put her on, Norman.
Yeoman, make to vigilance. Goodbye, and a safe journey.
Roger, sir.
This is Hero, goodbye and a safe journey.
This is Vigilance, Roger, out.